Here comes Warren. There goes Biden. We have a new leader, ladies and gentlemen. Elizabeth Warren has taken the national lead. So she has taken the lead in Iowa, she has taken the lead in New Hampshire, and now in the Real Clear Politics polling average, it's not just one poll. We've already shared polls with you that had her leading nationally. Now the combination of all of the polls has Elizabeth Warren as your new front runner. Biden, bye-bye. 26.6 for Warren, 26.4 for Biden. Sanders rounds out the top three at 14.6. The others combined, Buttigieg, Harris, and Yang, do not equal Sanders' number. So we have a very clear top three, and at this point, a clear top two. So, but that my sense of it is that will change, because once Biden starts falling, he can't get back up. Even Corn Pop can't help him get back up. And there's no clap on, clap off, no, gone. And so my prediction, and I think I've been pretty good on this, guys, and you could see with your own eyes, when Yang was way down, I said he'd be in the top 6. Oh yeah, look at that, there he is in the top 6. When no one else believed that, I said Warren would get to the top or would rise up when she, at the beginning of the campaign, was counted out, so here we are. So when I tell you that Bernie will pass Biden, I think that I've earned some credibility in that. On the other hand, you know what? I'm going to skip ahead here for one quick second to graphic 3. The mainstream TV pundits, what did they tell you? They thought that Senator Amy Klobuchar had a chance. Let's see where she is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, ninth in the top 10 slot, 1.2%. They had their money on Klobuchar. We had our money on Warren and Bernie. Oh, look at that, they're in the top 2. And I said that Yang would pass Klobuchar, and at the time, people were like, oh, please, Klobuchar is a beloved senator. She's an insider, Yang, no one knows Yang. By the way, how's that not an amazing story? They should be covering Yang day in, day out for what he's accomplished with no infrastructure, no help, etc. Anyway, back to the main story. I wanna show you the trend so you get a sense of how clear this is. So this is the graph of all how things have gone since July 17th of 2019. You see that Sanders, the blue line, was staying pretty consistent. In fact, he'd gone up 2 points over the last 2 months, but it takes a dip at the end for the probably very, very likely for the health reasons. And then Warren is the brown line skyrocketing up. Biden has been partly going up and down, as you see in that green line, but when you look at the overall race from where he began, he has lost a giant lead. He had a 20-point lead in the beginning, and now he's in second place. So Elizabeth Warren in fantastic shape. Overall, progressives in unbelievable shape. And so now, I said earlier, if part of the reason Elizabeth Warren was getting okay press was because Bernie Sanders is still in the race, and so it was like, she's not Bernie, right? But that if she became the major factor, the press would descend upon her, and that has begun. It has begun in earnest. Now, hey, what about her teaching job back in 1971? What about a speech she gave when she was a Republican? So here they come. Partly because she's a progressive and is a threat to the system, and partly because, to be fair and honest, she's the front runner now. And so front runners get more press scrutiny. So you'll see a lot more of those stories about her. But one other fascinating thing that happened now that Warren is taking the lead. Well, look, the establishment always had doubts about Biden. They support Biden, but they had doubts. Now with Biden going down, they know I'm right. But they don't know me personally. Some of them do, but most of them don't. But they know the idea is right, that once Biden slips to second, he's gone, it's over, right? So, and if you saw the numbers there, Harris and Buttigieg are the other establishment candidates, and they are really low. I mean, they're not anywhere near Bernie Sanders, let alone Warren and Biden. So this happened today. Donald Trump tweets, I think that crooked Hillary should enter the race to try and steal away from uber left Elizabeth Warren. Only one condition, the crooked one must explain all of her high crimes, blah, blah, blah. Then look at Hillary Clinton. She comes in with a clapback. Don't tempt me, do your job. Uh-oh, okay.
Wow.
Drums. So look, on the one hand, if she's just clapping back, I like it. and you go get him, okay? And she should be super tough against Trump. She shouldn't hesitate at all in saying all the horrible things that he is and has done, etc. On the other hand, there is now actual buzz that she might enter the race.
Oh, come on.
Yes,
come
yes,
on.
yes. All over Twitter, it's happening, it's begun. And hold, there's more data about that. You know, she just did a book tour. That's what you do before you launch a candidacy. And everybody kind of ignored it because they're like, she's not really gonna do it, is she? And then she puts that tweet out there. It's not just striking back against Trump. That's dipping your toe in and seeing how warm the water is.
Oh my God.
So here comes Hillary. Look, at the end of the day, I doubt it, and it's a really bad idea. But now it's on the board, and part of the reason it's on the board is so if you there is no conspiracies, guys. There's no smoke-filled room. So if you're wondering, well, what do you mean the establishment and how does that work? No, it's people that are in the same bubble. So what Hillary Clinton is probably hearing now is, oh my God, Joe's going under. I mean, are you thinking about it? Are you thinking about it? You should do it. You should do it because everyone around these powerful people are yes men. So I'm sure that almost everyone that Hillary talks to is like, oh God, Hillary, you got this.
Oh my God.
You got this. I think you should do it. I mean, you got to think about it. You got to think about it. You owe it to the country to think about it. They'll say it in those terms. They'll say, oh, Warren and Sanders aren't going to beat Trump. That's a disaster. You can't let that happen because they all live in Washington. They think like that, right? So it's a big day in the presidential election because of that. And the last thing that's now back to what is likely planet Earth, right? Because at the end of the day, I still don't think Hillary's gonna run. Is that, Dave Weigel, he's a really great, smart reporter from the Washington Post, tweeted, well, remember, it doesn't really matter. What he means by that is they vote by state. So if you're winning the national polling average, it doesn't matter at all within a primaries. It's how are you doing in Iowa, New Hampshire, et cetera. And Warren is doing great in those states. But he's actually, I think, a little bit wrong about that. And so it does matter because of free media. So Biden's #1 advantage was all the media got to say the front runner Joe Biden, Joe Biden, front runner, leading candidate, leading Democrat, Joe Biden. Now they technically cannot say that. They probably still will for a couple of more weeks, right? But for now, they would be empirically incorrect and perhaps purposely misleading since everyone in politics now knows this. Anyway, so then what does Biden have left? And now Warren gets to be called a front runner. That makes a huge difference in people's perceptions as all the media repeat over and over and over again, Elizabeth Warren, the front runner, the front runner, the front runner. That gives her more credibility, legitimacy, and it makes people more comfortable in voting for her. Then maybe it shouldn't work that way, but that is how humans are. And so the more we hear her name associated with front runner, the more likely that people are, or a certain percentage of people are, to vote for her. So it's a double advantage for her. So this is a huge, huge day. Thanks for watching The Young Turks, really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.